This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we visit 2 Bowl for Kids' Sake events and find out what Big Brothers Big Sisters does every day for kids' sake. Welcome to FYI, and it's a whole new week of information on SSPTV. I'm Ken Kara. Thanks for watching. Here's Monday's headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. An investigation is underway into a threat made at the Hazleton Area High School. Today, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Francis X. Antonelli, High School Principal Rocco Petrone, and School Police Officer Chris Capasso held a news conference to address the matter.
Early last week, it was called to our attention that a napkin holder in one of the lavatories here at Hazleton Area High School contained a message threatening that there would be a bomb placed in the school today, March 30th. That matter was turned over immediately to the police, and as a school and a school district, we took the proactive measures that we do have in place. They're well established for dealing with such issues. And at that point in time, those proactive measures were in fact implemented. And at that point in time, we thoroughly inspected both the inside and the perimeter of the building. I will not get into the specifics as to how we do that and specifically what we do, but I can assure everyone that after those measures were put in place, it was decided by police, school administration, and school district administration that the building was and is, in fact, secure and safe for all students and school personnel.
If we thought at the smallest juncture that it was possible that we had an unsafe environment, and we would not have had school personnel nor students enter the building. The school was checked several times by our police, and nothing was found, and like the superintendent said, we do have a safe environment.
Right now, we're investigating this incident. We take it very seriously, and anybody that is involved in this incident will be prosecuted, as they said, to the fullest extent of the law. They're looking at possible a felony 3 for terroristic threats and a communication of terroristic threats in school property, which will evacuate a building or public place. Like I said, will be a felony 3.
While the investigation continues, Principal Petrone says the person responsible for the threat will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The Hazleton City Fire Department is looking for a person of interest in connection with a fire last week in the city. Fire Chief Donald Leshko released this photo of a person who was in the area at the time of the fire. The fire occurred around 3:14 a.m. last Wednesday, March 25th. Firefighters were called to 521 Arthur Street in Hazleton for a small porch fire. One chair on the porch was found completely burned, and some fire damage was found on the windowsill and porch roof. The chief tells FYI that the cause of the fire is still under investigation. If anyone has any information or can identify this individual, contact the Hazleton Fire Department at 570-455-6232. And Hazleton police need your help to find a missing teen. 15-year-old Ashley Biza of Hazleton was reported missing yesterday. She was last seen wearing a white dress and a brown jacket. She's described as a Hispanic female, 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing 99 pounds, with long black hair and brown eyes. Anyone with information is asked to call Hazleton Police by dialing 911. Well, there's 2 major fundraisers I remember from my days at Holy Spirit Academy Elementary School. The Mathathon that benefits St. Jude Research Hospital and Bowl for Kids' Sake for Big Brothers Big Sisters. I stink at math and bowling, but both events are for a great cause, so how can you say no? Big Brothers Big Sisters invests about $1,000 into every mentoring relationship. So if there's 10 kids being helped locally, that's what, $15,000? I'm not that bad at math. It's $10,000. Well, even if you miss Bowl for Kids' Sake, you can still help the cause. Here's my conversation with the Big Brothers Big Sisters local board member. It's early on a Saturday morning. I'm at the Bowl Arena in West Hazleton. Crystal Harris is just always going. Whenever you see her helping out the community, whether it's at working with PPL or so many jobs that you do in the community. Crystal, one of the big ones, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and you actually started just coming to Bowl for Kids' Sake. How did it all get started?
Yes, it actually, PPL has been coming to participate in Bowl for Kids' Sake for several years now, at least 10 to 12 that I'm aware of. So we always had a lot of teams here. We have great participation from the company. We also are a major sponsor of the event. So PPL, as always, doing everything in the community, that possibly can be done. So it's great. It's great to have the representation from PPL and the support from PPL.
How did you take the extra step? What made you want to do more for this organization?
During one of the Bowl for Kids' Sake events that PPL was participating in, I actually talked to a fellow board member who was actually on the board at the time, and I said, you know, how can we get involved to help out the organization, because it is such a great cause. And one of the suggestions was, you know, we're always looking for board members, why don't you join the board? So here I am, 10, 12 years later on the board of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
This is a very visible event. A lot of people know about Bowl for Kids' Sake. How important is it to Big Brothers Big Sisters in this area?
It is extremely important. Bowl for Kids' Sake is actually the major fundraiser for the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. So this is where the majority of the money that is raised throughout the year comes from. It comes from this one event. We do have smaller fundraisers throughout the year, but this is the moneymaker.
What do you guys do throughout the area? I mean, I know people probably know in general what Big Brothers Big Sisters is doing, but what's happening on a daily, weekly basis?
On a daily basis, obviously mentoring the children in the community. We're always looking for big brothers and big sisters to mentor the younger children growing up, and giving them, you know, someone to go to the movies with, somebody to help with their homework, just an additional person to hang out with, you know, that family figure, a mentor, so to speak. So, but that's the key, and that's the majority of the program. All the funds are raised to go and support that program.
Crystal, you've been doing this event for a while. How's your bowling?
My bowling, not so good. I actually think I almost got to 100 game one time, but usually I range around 70, 80.
Something to shoot for, but it's great that you're doing it. We'll have some information up for you if you are interested in helping out Big Brothers Big Sisters and you just couldn't make it to Bowl for Kids' Sake.
Crystal Harris also works for PPL, as she mentioned. Well, the Bowls for Kids' Sake activities continued on Sunday. Bowl for Kids' Sake. We stopped by Spare Time Bowling in Hometown, where we talked with Doug Allen, the director of Schuylkill County Big Brothers Big Sisters, and 2 juniors from Tamaqua Area High School who volunteer as Big Sisters.
We do a one-to-one mentoring program, we do a school-based mentoring program, and we do an activities program for the kids in Schuylkill County to keep them active in our programs.
Well, I heard from other people that they really like the program, so I wanted to see for myself how it was, and I would definitely recommend it for other people because it's a great experience, and it's great to spend time with the kids, and it's a good break from the day. It's nice to go and do that during school, and I would definitely do it next year, and I have a lot of fun doing it.
My little sister loves making the loom bracelets, so we probably make one of those every time I go up there. She loves playing in the gym, so I always pull her around on the scooters. She likes coloring, so we always go to the art room and do arts and crafts.
The Schuylkill County Big Brothers Big Sisters organization also held events at the Strike Zone in Pottsville and at Pine Lanes in Pine Grove. Well, the Standard Speaker over the weekend released their all-star team for basketball for the winter sports season. You can check that out on standardspeaker.com. And of course, always pick up the Standard Speaker, our media partner, for news in your community. Well, later on FYI, we'll update you on Hazleton Area High School graduate Russ Kanzler and let you know how he's doing with the Philadelphia Phillies. Up next is our weekly segment from Core Fitness. I didn't listen to any of the audio, but I saw some of the video from this week's segment. I'm interested. You should be too. We'll be right back with that.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's Monday, and I'm Christy, and this is Kim. Welcome back to Core Fitness. It's Fitness Monday. So today, I thought we would show you a quick partner workout that you can do with a friend. So we're going to show you 3 exercises. You're going to perform each exercise for 30 seconds. You're going to take a 15-second rest, and you're going to perform that set 3 times, okay? So I'm going to apologize beforehand if you hear me gasping for air. I have my microphone on. So we're going to get started, and the first exercise we're going to do is a squat with a crescent kick. So Kim's going to turn around. She's going to go down into a squat position, and that's her roll here until it's her turn. I'm going to squat down, and I'm going to crescent kick over her head. All right, sit down in the squat and lift up and kick. Make sure you're breathing, make sure your abs are engaged, and make sure you're not kicking your partner in the head, okay? My turn. All right, so I'm gonna sit down. Kim's a little bit shorter than me, so I have to get down a little bit lower. She has to kick a little higher. Nice. Very good. One more. All right, excellent. So 30 seconds of that per person, okay? 30 seconds per person. Next exercise, We're gonna cross, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna put some tension in our arms, and Kim's gonna hop towards me 4 times. 4, 3, 2, now we're gonna go back. 4, 3, 2, and back. 4, 3, 2, back. One more. 4, 3, 2, back. Okay. We couldn't perform any upper body exercises. Last one. If you don't have a medicine ball, you can use a regular ball, a bag of beans, anything that won't break all over your floor, all right? We're gonna come down into a squat. I'm gonna turn, throw it to Kim. Up. Pivot on the outside hip. Up. Exhale, make sure you're breathing. And the partner squats when the other partner gets the ball. So you're always moving. Up, we're gonna go to the other side. Gotta make sure you do both legs, girls. You don't wanna be unbalanced. Down. Up. Nice. Good, one more each. Up. Down. Excellent. All right, 30 seconds per exercise, 3 times through. Give it your best. We're already out of breath. All right, let us know what you think. Check us out on Facebook, Core Fitness Hazleton. See you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Lisa and I start every morning with Crescent Kicks. It's the FYI workout plan. Well, this shot, it's beautiful. Looking up from the beautiful grounds of Annunciation Parish and St. Gabriel's Church in the city of Hazleton, the ground and sky are always very pretty around the church, even on a gray day like today. Now to our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, scattered rain showers possible, and then possibly mixing with snow after 10 p.m. And then the storm will end partly cloudy with a low of 28. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Little or no snow accumulation is expected. On Tuesday, the extended forecast. A chance of snow before noon, and then rain is likely. It'll be a mostly cloudy day with a high near 44. Again, little or no snow accumulation expected. That's the same on Tuesday night as we expect rain and snow. It will be cloudy with a low around 25. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 41. Wednesday night will be clear with a low of 28. Look at Thursday, a chance of showers with a high near 58 degrees. Thursday night, a chance of showers 50%, low of 45. Another 50% chance of showers on Friday. The high will be 59 degrees. Finally feels like spring. Friday night, showers are likely again, 60% chance. Our low will be 37 degrees. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency with 2 locations to serve you. One location is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue. The other one is in Nescapec on Broad Street. You can reach them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683. And now our midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 299, pick 3 701, pick 4 0773, and pick 5 11581. Here's a message from Friedman Electric, and then we'll be back on FYI.
Well, what about safety? It is the springtime and it's going to be lighter out longer, but when the lights go down, we want to make sure that you're safe. We're here each and every week at Friedman Electric. They are celebrating 80 years in business, not just known for lighting, but we're with Jerry Katina. We're going to talk about some other safety tips that they have and some things that you can purchase to keep your home and your families safe. So thanks for having us.
Hey, welcome back. It's always a pleasure.
I'm ready for spring.
You ready for spring?
Longer days.
Oh, isn't everybody ready for longer days?
Ready.
How about some warmth?
Yeah, spring cleaning,
Yep.
fixer-upper. It's time to concentrate on the outside of your house, and we're going to talk about today landscape lighting.
Right. Landscape lighting is very important, especially for your walkways and entryways. What ends up happening is a lot of customers come in and are looking for security lighting, which is great. But if you're trying to accent the home and trying to get some extra lighting, so say for instance you have, guests coming into the home and you want a part of your driveway or an access way coming in. What's nice about doing this is, as you can see, you're getting a nice amount of light from a path light like this. Now, if you want to uplight, say, a tree, for instance, or something like that, very nice. You could do that with, you could do that with an MR16,
okay.
And you could do uplight with that, or you could actually accent or graze a wall, which is very nice too. We have deck lights, which are kind of cool. Here's a little salamander guy.
Look
Isn't
at
he
him.
nice? Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah, salamander. We have louvered deck lights, so if you want something louvered. Everything that we deal with is all professional grade. So 5-year warranty. And we also have professionals here. Myself, Lisa, Claire will come out to your home. What we will do is we will lay it out for you. We'll explain the photometrics and tell you how much you need. Could have put them on a timer so they go on at a certain time, go off at a certain time. Also could put them on a photo cell, which is nice, dusk to dawn. So there's a lot of different capabilities that we have here at Friedman Electric. Come on down and see us. We'd be more than happy to help you out.
All right, next week we'll talk about LED lighting right here. We're here each and every Monday at Friedman Electric in Hazleton.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
The Cunningham Crusher Russ Kanzler went for a nice jog with the Philadelphia Phillies in their spring training game on Sunday against the Detroit Tigers. Kanzler hit his first home run of the spring, a solo shot to tie the game up, and then he had his nice jog around the bases. The game ended in a 4-4 tie. Kanzler went 1 for 3 in the game. His average is now up to .316 this spring. I linked the video of his home run to our Facebook page, facebook.com/FYI News 13. On Saturday night, local boxer Narciso Diaz had a shot at a Pennsylvania Golden Glove Central District Championship against Brandon Mullins at 178 pounds. Diaz lost by decision. It was a close fight, according to the report that I read. Diaz's brother, Adrian Diaz, and Chrisley Mena will both represent the Hazleton Area Boxing Club at Golden Gloves Regionals in April in Philadelphia. The Standard Speaker Sports Department released their high school basketball players of the year. The boys' player of the year is Bobby Planutis from the Hazleton Area High School. He averaged 17.8 points per game and 7.1 rebounds. The girls' player of the year is Mackenzie Uri, also from the Hazleton Area High School. She averaged over 17 points a game as well. Plus, she was Wyoming Valley Conference Division I champion with the Lady Cougars. To see the full list of the Standard Speakers Awards, grab Monday's paper, or excuse me, I think it was over the weekend. You can also see the article on standardspeaker.com. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins played 2 games on the road this weekend, and they split them. The Pens beat Binghamton 3-1 and lost to Lehigh Valley 4-1. Next up for the Penguins, they host Hartford on Wednesday. The Penguins remain in 4th place overall in the AHL Eastern Conference standings, and they are still behind Hershey in their division as we come down the home stretch. The Hazleton Red Devils semi-pro football team, they're 2-0 in the Great Eastern Football Association, and they've yet to give up a point in 2 weeks of play. They'll have their first home game this weekend. I'm working on bringing on some of the team for an update in the coming days. Well, now it's time for some Marquette madness. Ronnie said last week Kentucky is going to win it all. So far, that prediction has been pretty good. Here he is with Trivia Treats.
Seven-foot Wisconsin senior Frank the Tank Kaminsky is going to the Final Four. He had 29 on Saturday. Yesterday was Palm Sunday to mark the beginning of Holy Week, and this is the final Monday in March. Welcome to another edition of Trivia Treats. On this day, exactly 20 years ago, in 1995, playing in only his 5th basketball game since his 1993 retirement, Michael Jordan scored 55 points, including 35 in the first half, to lead the Bulls to a 2-point win over the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. Same day, but 61 years ago in 1954, after telling owner P.K. Wrigley that the Cubs had little chance of improving on their 1953 record of 63-89, manager Phil Cavarretta was fired for having a defeatist attitude just 15 days prior to opening day. Mercy! Wrigley had hired Cavarretta as a player-manager in July of 1951 at age 35 and fired him on this day at age 38. Now, do you think present Cubs manager Joe Madden would tell his owner that his team's going to stink this year before the season started? Mother of God, I don't think so. Now, let's go back to the day after tomorrow, 30 years ago, April 1st, 1985. The National NCAA National Title Game at Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. The first season that the NCAA tournament featured 64 teams. Georgetown was the defending national champion and came into that game with a 35-2 record and a number 1 ranking. Villanova, on the other hand, began the tournament seated 8th in the Southeast region with a 19-10 mark, yet had reached the Final Four under Coach Raleigh Massimino. Villanova shot an incredible 22 of 28 from the field in this game in the second half, including the last 9 of 10, 78.6%, a Final Four all-time record. Final score in the final game, Villanova 66, Georgetown 64. And on this day, also in 1985, the day before that NCAA championship game, after being invited to the White House during the Ronald Reagan presidency, Yogi Berra said, "I thought they said a steak dinner, S-T-E-A-K, but I found out it was a state dinner, S-T-A-T-E." When asked about the event afterward, Berra commented, "It was hard to have a conversation with anyone there because so many people were talking." And we'll talk again on Good Friday. Till then, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. 2 announcements. Community Bible Fellowship will be holding a free Easter dinner Saturday, April 4th from noon to 2. They're located at 458 West Spruce Street in Hazleton, and all are welcome to attend. For info, just call 570-436-2061. And finally, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church will be having a pierogi and halushki sale Good Friday, April 3rd from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Please call ahead to place your order, 570-929-2179. At tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Georgina Schwartz, formerly of Tamaqua, services were held Monday in the Holy Family Catholic Church. The Frank Vogler and Sons Clemens Chapel is assisting the family. Margaret Ladonis of Berwick, Mass is Tuesday at 11 a.m. in the St. Mary's Catholic Church. Friends may call Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Mayo Funeral Home. John J. Kozel of West Hazleton, Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the Transfiguration Church. No public viewing is scheduled. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Lucina Rosa Garcia of Hazleton. Burial is Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. in the St. Gabriel Cemetery. Friends may call Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Rose C. Rosenberger of Whitehaven. Mickey Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Joseph M. Skitney of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And Veronica Jean Miller, formerly of Sandy Run. Services were held Monday from the St. Luke's Lutheran Church. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is John Falatovich of Mahanoy City. John, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Thanks for starting your week with us. We'll be back on Tuesday for breaking news. You can go to standardspeaker.com and facebook.com/FYI News 13. Take it easy, everyone.